truth. I mean, it's not within the realm of possibilities. It seemed more like out of a movie than reality.
When you woke up this morning, knowing everything you did, knowing that the call was going to happen with the Board of Governors, what did you expect from today and some of the steps next?
I didn't have any expectations, really. I mean, the thing about it is, I'm not an expert, and I'm not going to try to be an expert. And the NBA, our plan here was to defer to the NBA. I mean, they have people who specialize in this, and they're talking to the CDC, the health organizations, the HHS. So I don't want to pretend and try to fake it, So we were just going to defer to the NBA.
How do you assess the decision?
I mean, I trust Adam. I mean, you know what? It's really not about basketball or money. I mean, literally, if this thing is just exploding to the point where, all of a sudden players and others have had it, you think about your family, you want to really make sure you're doing this the right way, because now it's much more personal, and you've seen what's happening in other countries, but just the whole idea that it's come this close and potentially a couple players have it, just stunning isn't the right word. I mean, it's just crazy.
What concerns do you have right now for your team?
It's not about team. It's just about the country and life in general. I mean, we've got the pieces in place. I'm concerned about if now that we're not playing games, what about all the people who work here on an hourly basis? We'll put together a program for them, but there's just so many things that go through your head, right? It's hard to know exactly what's right. Talking to some of the guys who aren't playing on the bench, it's like, look, I don't think you guys are going to be able to leave town. It's not like, okay, this is like a lockout time and just go enjoy and we'll figure it out and come. It's like, no, I mean, the whole idea is the only way, and I'm guessing here, I'm not the expert, the only way we're going to have any control over it and making sure our players are healthy is if we know where they're at and who they're working with, and who they're dealing with.
How aware is your team right now of what's happening?
I'm pretty sure everybody's aware at this point. I mean, guys were talking about it on the bench, except for the guys in the game itself. And look, the guys in the game itself are going to play as hard as they can no matter what. Particularly if they think it's the last game for who knows how long. But, this is much bigger than just the NBA. Hopefully we'll get to see, when we talk about getting the season back on track, that means all this got worked out, right? That maybe we understand more about it and it'll be, less of an issue for the entire country, for the entire world. So that's really what's most important. I mean, I walked over to my wife. It's like, do we send our kids to school tomorrow? Is it that big? And again, it's like out of a movie. It's not even real.
We really appreciate the time and you sharing your thoughts on what's just happening in an evolving situation.
Yeah, I'll just say to everybody, don't jump to conclusions. Don't be rash about it. Do what's right for your families. That's what I'll do.
And to you, too, we appreciate you, Mark. We'll come back from Dallas.
All right, that is Tom Rinaldi of ESPN with the owner of the Dallas Mavericks. Again, the breaking news, if you're just joining us here, is that after tonight's action, the season will be suspended for an indefinite period of time. We're live here on NBA TV, reacting to news we never expected to have to be discussing here. Sam Mitchell, Sekou Smith, I'm Jared Greenberg. We'll be live with you all night as we continue to get information. And this all started tonight, at least tonight, relatively speaking, with the Jazz and Thunder game getting postponed right prior to tip-off. The teams were on the court, ready to go. We had learned earlier in the day that Rudy Gobert was questionable with an illness. It is now being reported by multiple media outlets that Rudy Gobert has been tested positive for COVID-19. And you heard the reaction there from Mark Cuban, Sekou Smith.
Yeah, Mark Cuban is one of those people that you look to, Sam, at a moment like this. And he said the right things. It's about your family, and it's not about basketball right now. It's about something bigger than that. You're talking about the health and the wellness of your loved ones, your teammates, employees. And he did mention about...
That's what I love about Mark.
Yeah, the employees are going to be...
The hourly people,
exactly.
The people that's going to be really devastated by missing time at work and missing a paycheck. First thing he said, we got to put together a program to take care of our people. That's why people like Mark Cuban. That's why they respect him because, again, of all the things to be thinking about, he could have been thinking about himself, his family, his team, his business, all that. The first thing come out of his mouth are the people that work here, our extended family. We got to take care of them.
Yeah, I mean, and obviously he mentioned something very important, Jared. you defer to the experts.
Yes.
You know, the league has people in place. The leadership, thank goodness, is as strong as it is from the league. So you're feeling at least some comfort in knowing that somebody is handling this thing at that level, Sam. There's a lot of people that are searching for somebody to point them in a direction, and they don't have it. At least we know the league is going to be proactive in every step they take.
Well, they had already talked about playing games without fans, only essential personnel being in the arena. And once Rudy Gobert was tested and this came out, hey, Adam did the right thing. Hey, man, we're going to suspend this season. We're going to find out what's going on. We're going to talk to the experts. Yeah. And then we got time to reassess when we can start this back. But right now, the most important thing is we need to make sure our players, the fans, and just people in general are okay, that they're not put in harm's way needlessly.
Exactly.